Hello everyone, I am Barford Weston Kensington III, and today I wanted to share my thoughts on a major topic that has been going around lately. Undoubtedly you have heard about the latest mass shooting in Oregon, and I'm sure you've heard the almost knee-jerk reaction from various political parties. Today I'm going to give you my honest thoughts on the matter. There are lots of people who feel that making it more difficult for people like this to have guns is the answer. And everyone seems to be in agreement that it is in fact that these people are mentally ill. Now, it is easy to say that we need to take better care of the mentally ill, which is very true. But there's a more difficult factor that everyone is ignoring. It is not enough to say that we need better treatment for these individuals. The major issue arises is diagnosing someone with mental illness. You can make everyone who wants to get a license for a gun take a 3-page test to see if they have mental illness. But you are trusting that they will answer honestly. Now, why would anyone purposefully lie on such a test? Because of how society in general views someone who is mentally ill. There is a stigma that the mentally ill are broken. They are so drastically different from everyone else they cannot be treated as a normal human being. We have to treat them with kid gloves. We have to make sure that everyone knows that they are different. With this social stigma, a person who may be suffering from mental illness and even recognize some of the symptoms themselves will try to bury them. They will not seek out help. They will not go for a psychiatric evaluation because of the fear that they will be marked as broken. One of the most feared things in the world is to be singled out as abnormal and an unusual person. So we get people who try to deal with things themselves. People who believe that asking for someone else's help is just plain wrong. They may be afraid that they will be locked away in an institution because they have an illness that means they are not fit for normal, everyday human interaction. And, of course, when nobody seems to be listening to them, when nobody seems to care for them, they do what is, historically, the last resort: violence. Revolutions, rebellions, riots, mass shootings, these all have one thing in common. The personal persons who commit these acts of violence do so because they feel there is no other recourse. There is no other way to make someone pay attention to them. Whether it is a king, emperor, or president who does not care for the people they rule over, or law enforcement that hires individuals that single out and target specific people because of social status or skin color, or even a community at large that does not seem to listen or care for a single person. These are situations that bring out a sense of helplessness and belief that the only way to bring attention to the problem is violence. So I firmly believe that the only way to stop mass killings, and let's be honest, a person does not need a gun to kill a lot of people. I mean, Timothy McVeigh didn't use a gun, neither did Ted Bundy or Jeffrey Dahmer. So the answer to violence in general is to make sure that people do not feel helpless. Tear down the social stigma that exists with mental illness. Make sure that people know that someone does care about them, that there is nothing wrong with seeking help when needed. Anyway, that is all the time I have for today. I know things got a lot more serious than normal, but it is something that really needs to be said. And I hope that I managed to give you a few things to think about and encourage you to treat each other just a little bit better. As always, thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for more from Ollamh Productions. Cheerio!